Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Troy, and let's refuse to be stupid. Refuse to be stupid race swapping, because we done got to defcon stupid at this point. It has gotten out of control where it's to the point where it's not even just every once in a while. It's getting so frequently that honestly, it is borderline racist. I don't care what none of y'all say. This Little Mermaid thing has exposed most people to the fact that they are really racist, and I'm not talking about the people who are rooting for it. I'm not talking about the people who is against the race swap. I'm talking about the people who are rooting for it, because y'all have become the most racist, ignorant MFs I've ever seen. Y'all are literally sitting up here trying to make excuses, playing the victim. And that's another thing too with my people too. That's why we sometimes never get ahead or anything, because as black people, y'all love trying to blame white people or blame circumstances for the reason why things are like they are or whatever. And it's just like, for God's sakes, can y'all stop? Enough. 100 years has passed. We're done. We're done with the slavery thing. We're done with the racism. The extreme racism. Yes, there are some racist people out in the world. That is a fact. It's always going to be there. But at some point, you got to talk to self and be like, self, is all of this really necessary? And the answer is no. I mean, for God's sakes, y'all talk about that race doesn't matter when it comes to a white character being race swapped because they have no culture or anything, or it's because it's a predominantly white people around. Newsflash, 77% of the United States population is still fucking white. You can get mad all the hell you want to. It's the truth. 22% is Latino, and then 13% is black. I'm sorry, you don't like it, get over it. But my other thing is that I'm tired of is that I see y'all fight tooth and nails for a race swap over an original black character or original Latino character or original Asian character. Y'all will fight tooth and nails to race swap a white character to another race. But y'all won't fight tooth and nails for original black characters. You know what I'm saying? And then when you race swap the characters, they become a political talking piece for racism and how terrible it is to be black in America. Don't nobody want to listen to that bullshit. I'm just being honest. And another problem too I got issues with blurs. And I mean black nerds, right? Because that's another thing. Y'all always want to race swap all of these iconic characters as black because they're not popular. Because they're popular. But I never see y'all celebrate original black characters hardly. All you do is talk about, man, it would be cool if this character was black. I think this character looks better black. You dress up as the characters. And I don't have no problem with cosplayers. I have no problem with you cosplaying whatever character you want to. That's fine. Go be free. Do what you need to do with that. But the moment you start saying that, we got another one. Oh, racists stay mad or whatever and stuff like that. Or black is better. No, you're sounding like a fucking racist. And don't sit up there and act like black people can't be racist. Yes, the hell we can. You keep trying to use the excuse of history. Well, blackface. Well, slavery. Well, the extreme racism in the United States during the 60s. Okay, and that's not a valid reason to do wrong. What needs to happen is actually bringing out original black stuff. How about that? That's what I want from you. I hate when people always be like, oh, and then when black people like me talk about it, y'all always want to be like, oh, we're being coons or something like that. What I'm being coon about? What am I being a coon about? Every time I'm on my page or YouTube or whatever, and I always preach about, hey, I do want to see black people succeed. That's great. But what about original black characters? Well, they're just not popular enough, Trey. Okay, and how do you think those white characters got popular? There was trial and error, and a lot of white characters didn't stay around. Y'all really think that everything that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby threw at the wall when they were creating Marvel just stuck? No. Trial and error. Trial and error is the same thing. It is exactly the same thing with black characters. You want more representation? You want more representations for black and other minorities? Then start creating them. Start demanding them in stories. And then give us good stories where we're showing them. I mean, hell, another thing too is y'all rooting for Black Ariel, but again, where was y'all last at when Tiana came? Nowhere. No. Or Kiakadash from Atlantis. Esmeralda. Where the fuck was y'all at? Nowhere. Because you know why? Those movies didn't even do that damn well. Yes, Tiana was a fucking fraud for most of the damn movie, but still, y'all was so gung-ho about a black princess, you finally got one, and you didn't support it. Another black princess from an ancient culture, all of y'all slept on it. Esmeralda, Hunchback of Notre Dame, excellent movie, still slept on it. You didn't fight for those 3 original black characters, but you sure as hell gonna fight for a race swap. You're gonna fight as hell for a damn little black mermaid, because that's what the fuck the movie should have been called, The Little Black Mermaid. And then when y'all do race swap, a lot of y'all be complaining about, oh, why they didn't, then a lot of y'all always talk about, well, you know, why they race swap the character, but they didn't race swap the love interest. She's still with a white man. Okay? They won about to race swap the man, I can already tell you that. They will focus on race swapping that woman. So you can't have it both ways. And then on top of that, y'all will get mad when people bring up, hey, what if Black Panther was white? What if Storm was white? Or Chinese or Latino? You know what I'm saying? What if we take Ryan Gosling and make him Martin Luther King Jr. in a biopic? Since y'all did the same shit with Anne Boleyn. I mean, y'all are even going back in history and trying to put black people in there where they don't belong. Newsflash, black people can't be in everything. They can't. I'm sorry you don't like it. It's the truth. And then another thing too is that then you get black stories, right? And then y'all tell some of the same bullshit stories with us. It's the gang related stuff. It's the being oppressed by white people stuff. It's the abusive man beating up the woman. It's always those same things. Nowadays, y'all never want to do anything original. I mean, it's like y'all forgot about Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, you know, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, for God's sakes. They didn't play no oppressed stuff. Eddie Murphy. They didn't play no oppressive roles in stuff. They played genuine black characters. Angela Bassett. Hell, Viola Davis herself, even with that stupid Woman King movie that's coming out, that's telling a terrible story of the Mahones and trying to make them seem like they the good guys. Don't sit up here and tell me that it can't be done. And now you got weirdos talking about, oh man, Keke Palmer should be Rogue in the next X-Men movie. No, the fuck she shouldn't. No, the hell she shouldn't. We got plenty of black characters up in the X-Men franchise that she can easily be. Come on now. And again, that's the thing. Y'all never want to fight for the original black characters. But as long as you can get that adrenaline hit of race swapping the white girl for a black person, y'all gun-ho for it. Keke Palmer could have played Oya. She could have played Cecilia Reyes. She could have played Shimmer. She could have played Storm. For God's sakes. And those are just 4 off the top of my head. You know what I mean? And if you want to even go there, she could have played, even outside of the X-Men, she could have played a version, she could have played Monica Rambeau. She could have played Misty Knight. You know what I'm saying? There are characters, but again, y'all don't like to talk about these characters. Y'all don't like to talk about these characters. Well, it's just not enough. Okay, so demand for more original black characters. How about that? Let's do that then. I'm fine with more original black characters, but at least if an actress is interested in playing and they're black or Latino or Chinese or Asian or whatever, get them the character that they're supposed to be. Like I had this one conversation, this guy was trying to argue me down about Romanian characters, even though a lot of Romanian characters are adjacent white, and he completely ignoring the fact that Ariel is completely white. You know what I mean? Completely white. And she has been race swapped to black. That is a big notice. You can't ignore that. The same thing with when Swindle Tindlin was playing the Ancient One. Ancient One is Tibetan. How the hell did you get white from that? You get what I'm saying? Like, we are literally changing, like, the skin color. We're not even just changing the race. We're changing skin color as well. I mean, hell, Moon Knight is literally a white Jewish. How the hell you get a Colombiana man to play a white Jewish for Moon Knight? You don't think that's weird? That is freaking weird. Or then Magneto. Oh, you want him to be black? A black Jew in World War II. Oh, okay. I seen everything at this point. In Germany. Okay, I seen everything at this point. Like, damn, can y'all stop? Why is it so important? Why is it so important to race swap white characters to black? When are we going to stop playing victimhood? That's all I'm saying. When is that going to stop? That's what I want. I want more original characters. I want more original black stories, which honestly, I had a lot of them because growing up in the damn 90s, they were there. You couldn't miss them. Honestly, you really couldn't. I don't know how some people thought they could miss it, but you couldn't. You couldn't miss it at all. And yet people just act like Living Single didn't happen, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, All in One, 101, That's So Raven, The Proof Point, the Robbins Family, Cosby, the Jeffersons, 224, Amen, Good Times, Pam Grier as literally any black woman movie. You know what I'm saying? Black Dynamite. Y'all act like it ain't been done before. The first ain't been done before. It has. And y'all need to stop this nonsense, honestly. Stop sitting up here saying that it hasn't happened. Stop saying that we need a first of everything. We don't. We, honest to God, do not need more race swapping because all it does is take away from originality. And when you bring it up, most people are so ignorant to the fact that there has been plenty of black characters. It's just that they're not popular enough for your standards. And that's, at that point, that seems like a you problem. You know what I mean? But this shit gotta stop, honestly. Enough of the race swapping, because I'm sick of it. Everybody's starting to get sick of it. And you trying to accuse people of being racist because they don't want to see characters being race swapped. Enough is enough. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.